One thing that we learned from this paper, which involved 20,000 women across the United States, is that wildfire smoke is not uncommon as an exposure. So we classified smoke days from these small particles that come from wildfire smoke during their pregnancy. And virtually all the women had at least one day with some smoke from some small particles from wildfire smoke occurred during their pregnancy. We found that there was a higher risk of preterm birth with higher exposure to wildfire smoke. It was about 7% increased risk for a 1 increment, or what we use in the air pollution business, a 1 microgram per meter cubed increase in air pollution was associated with a 7% increase of preterm birth. We looked at that risk for all the women in the study, all the pregnancies, but we also looked at potential regional differences. And here, unfortunately, in the Western United States, that's where we saw the highest risk. The most important thing is to be aware of your air qualities. If you haven't heard about it, you should learn about the Air Quality Index, or AQI, which is a really handy way of knowing whether the air quality in your area is safe or you need to take precautions. And so the AQI is easily found on airnow.gov from the US EPA, and you can even download an app for your phone. And since pregnant people are considered a vulnerable subgroup, a sensitive subgroup, whenever that AQI gets above 101, which is also color-coded, it's an orange versus green. So a green day, good air quality, but when you start getting into that orange or deeper colors like red or purple, that's when it's time to take precautions. I think the second trimester is a period of pregnancy which has really the richest and most intense growth of the placenta, which is such an important part of fetal health and growth and development. So it may be that the wildfire smoke, small particles, are really interfering with placental health. And again, those biological processes I mentioned that can sort of unleash with breathing, the particles are in the airways, and then that unleashes these processes that find their way to the placenta. Or the particles, some of them are so tiny that they can actually get in the bloodstream and get delivered directly into the placenta or the fetus.